So I'm not gonna lie, I actually have no idea how to come back on here and talk about our infertility story. And it's really weird to me because I used to come on the internet and talk about our infertility story all the time. I know it could help somebody, so let's do it. National Infertility Awareness Week is in 2 weeks, which is like the suckiest time, but I'm also very glad that there's awareness around it. So unfortunately, my infertility story started very young. My husband and I got married at like 22, 23, 24, something like that. And within a year, I knew that something was wrong. And I had brought it up to a doctor who was less than concerned and was like, okay, just come back in another year. So we were like, okay. So we came back in the year, and actually she wasn't even the one that gave me the reproductive endocrinology consult. It was my PCP. The craziest part was I had absolutely no thought in my mind getting married that we would have any trouble having kids. But when I started researching stuff, I was like, yep, something's absolutely. Fast forward, we go to the reproductive endocrinologist and basically was given some really good news. And we were like, okay, cool, this is going to be easy, you know. Did, I don't know, 6 cycles of Clomid, HCG triggers, you know, the whole thing, and never got pregnant. Moved on to, they're like reevaluating everything, and then we got horrible news, which was totally different than the first news that we got. Mind you, we had been through 2 or 3 doctors at this point because we were ghosted and we just got switched around. Anyways, got horrible news that has pretty much affected us throughout this entire process. We are now on year 9. So this doctor is like, IVF is really your only hope. And she might be right, but we were not satisfied with that. So we were like, this isn't for us. We ended up leaving that clinic, ended up fostering, adopting, and we're so grateful for our daughter. But we continued to want kids. Back to yet another clinic. We adopted embryos. I think I left this part out, but tried to go back to our previous clinic, and we were just honest with them, and we were like, you know, we actually don't want to do IVF. We really want to do embryo adoption. And they were less than on board with that, and were actually very rude about it. And so we basically were like, peace out, we're going somewhere else. Insert our new doctor. It actually was a really great process. We went, and it was successful. We were pregnant with twins, but unfortunately we ended up miscarrying. And so we left the clinic after that. We have been away from that for about 3 years and still not pregnant. We have very strong feelings that we do not want to do fertility treatments. We do not want to do embryo adoption at this time. And so I think we'll do a part 2 on this.